Hold up, before I even get started, stop. 40 is not old, okay? It's not. Let's get that out the way before I even jump into this video. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Christian with Beyond Worthy, back with another video. And if you're watching this video, I'm gonna need you to do one thing before we get into the heart of it. But I need you to turn off your corporate thinking hat for a second, right? Why do I say that? It's because I know that if you're watching this video and you are at that age or older, you have a lot of years of experience. And by experience, I mean corporate experience. The corporate indoctrination is consuming your being. You probably will listen to this and it will probably go in one ear and out the other because you're so used to working and accustomed to approaching life a certain kind of way. Wake up every morning, get in the car, drive to work, be at work for 8+ hours, get your paycheck monthly or bi-weekly. This is just what we're used to, right? We gotta toss all that out the window for a second because it's hard to wrap your brain around this concept of content creation because we see a lot of young people do it and it looks like fun, it's entertaining, but you might be thinking from your perspective at our age, how can we even do this? It's a young man's game. Well, I don't believe that's true. And I did make a video talking about why I decided to start a YouTube channel at the age of 40, almost 40. But I want to make a video giving you 5 reasons, 5, why you should start a YouTube channel. Reason number 1, you should start a YouTube channel so you can share your unique perspective and life experience with other people. You have a certain life experience that the younger generation simply doesn't have, or you have different life experience that people even our age may not have had, and maybe they're looking for unique perspectives about how to approach life from this age from a different angle, right? Even me being almost 40 and coming to you, encouraging you as a 40+-year-old individual to jump into a platform that you're probably not that familiar with. That's a perspective that's being served up to you to hopefully inspire and motivate you. And on the other end of that, if there are younger people watching content made by people like us, you know, they can probably be inspired to know that, A, you can start at any age. You can do it at 20, you can do it at 40, you can do it at 60. And by sharing your experiences as well, maybe some of your shortcomings, your missteps, you might be able to help navigate the younger generation around some of those things so they don't have to have those same experiences. They can be better than us because they're learning from us. They can learn how to move through troubled times a lot easier because they have the guidance and wisdom of us. So yes, bring your unique experiences, bring your perspective. It's welcomed. YouTube needs it. We need variety. And variety is not just the 20-year-olds getting on this platform, serving up entertaining content. Number 2, build a personal brand and create new opportunities. So I want to say that right now, the way you're probably being utilized in your day-to-day is for the good of somebody else. At this age, you probably don't feel like you have a lot of domain or agency over your life if you found this video, because you do punch the clock and you give the best part of yourself to your employer, to somebody else who's capitalizing off of your talents, your skills, your abilities. Think about, number 1, when you go to work every day, do you feel fulfilled? And by fulfilled, I mean you're probably doing something that you enjoy, probably doing something you're good at, but are they utilizing you and your talents in the best way possible? And number 2, do you feel like you're growing while you're there, right? Just because you reach a certain age, it doesn't mean you have to stagnate in your career or in your role at your job. But if you feel some level of stagnation, maybe your skills are behind a bit, and if you were to have to go back into this job market, you may not be as hireable, if any of these things ring true to you, then that is a perfect reason to get in front of this camera and start making content, because I don't believe the content just starts and stops at the camera. Because when you leave this seat, get out from in front of the lens, you're gonna probably go to your computer and learn all types of new skills, or just freshen up your existing skills so that you can be more competitive in the job market if you have to go and pursue other career opportunities. Not to mention, by building up those skills outside of your day job, you open up the door to all kinds of other new opportunities to fall in your lap. That could be consulting, could be public speaking. I mean, it could be creating digital assets that other people can leverage to learn from your talent and your skill and your ability. You know, I see a trend, especially if you get on any platform like LinkedIn, where people get laid off and they feel like it is society's responsibility to employ them. And I'm not saying that if you're not in a job right now, if you've been laid off, I feel terrible for you. But to sit around for 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, a year unemployed, when you have all of that talent and ability in your fingertips, I just feel like there's no reason for it. Because you can wake up every single day, freshen up your skills, and share your talents with the world so that other people can learn from you and move forward. Not only do you make yourself look good, you become almost like a domain expert. Now you're helping other people to achieve their goals and reach heights that you've reached, if not go further. Definitely use this platform to build up your skills, reinvent yourself so that you can feel like you have power to do things with or without an employer, and probably go much higher than you could if you stayed at that job for another 5 to 10 years. Speaking of money, number 3, and it's not about the money, right? But generate a new stream of income. If you're like me, you find yourself in a situation where you have a single stream of income, which is your day-to-day job, your corporate job. And in the event things go left, the economy goes in a negative direction, your employer has to make some tough decisions, you might be asked out, for lack of a better phrase, right? But with YouTube, you have the potential to monetize your passions, whatever your passions are. If your passion is your day job, you can monetize that. You can share it with the world and, you know, figure out a unique way to package it, which is already going to be uniquely packaged because it's coming from you. If you bring yourself here to the platform and not your corporate self. But you're also going to be able to potentially leverage other things that you do, not necessarily just your day job if that's not your passion. If you're into outside activities, be it DIY, be it cooking, be it playing the guitar, whatever it is that you're into, if you're decent at it, you can probably bring it here, because there are a ton of people who are not even at the level that you're at with it right now, who can learn from where you are. And conversely, if you're like me, I'm thinking of, how can I begin to showcase things that I'm doing? Showcasing the learning process and sharing what I learn in real time as I learn it, so that people can learn and grow along with me, right? I don't have it figured out, obviously. Look at my views, look at my subscriber count, but I highly believe that's gonna change. And I believe there's value in being able to share the experience of reinventing yourself with others to help them be inspired to want to do the same. Not to mention, if you are able to hit that monetization level, you find yourself in that situation now where you can fish for yourself. You don't have to rely on the corporate world to make sure you're able to keep a roof over your head. So definitely get on this platform and come here and make adding value to people's lives the main thing. And I believe in turn, the universe will reward you. All right, number 4 might seem a little far-fetched, but it's something that I've thought about for a while, and I think it's leaving a legacy or creating a legacy for your family. And by legacy, I'm not necessarily talking about a financial legacy. I'm not talking about necessarily generating this generational wealth that everybody's seeking to acquire. That's great. That's fine. But just think about documenting your life and what you can do with that, the power of that, and leaving that behind for your friends and your family, right? We don't know what tomorrow holds, but I do know that we have today. We have this moment. And the more videos you generate, regardless of what the content is, it's almost like a digital photo album, if you will, but you're talking, you're moving, you're offering perspective that I believe your friends and loved ones will value long after you're gone from this planet. I mean, as a sidebar, one thing I want to do this year is I want to film my parents and my wife's parents, just telling us about their life story, just so I can have it documented, because one day, it's inevitable, we're all going to pass, we're all going to leave this planet, and there's nothing more powerful than being able to have the words of the people who you love and cherish the most to reflect on and to come back to when you have those tough days, when you need that parental guidance or perspective. I want to get that from them, and I want to give that to my children. So leave a legacy, leave a digital footprint, even though I know it's scary, right? We don't dabble in all the social media. Well, I can't say that because we're not old, right? But I do know a lot of people our age who do dabble in social media. But if you're not the person who's on Instagram or Facebook or X or whatever platforms, use YouTube as the perfect place to be able to document yourself. Do that for them, if nobody else. And also do it for yourself, just to hold yourself accountable, right? So, number 4, leave a legacy or create a legacy for your family and for yourself. Number 5. So number 5 is going to be break free from your routine. So if you're at the thick age that we are, you probably have found yourself falling into some sort of systematic routine. You know what your day-to-day looks like. You wake up, go to work, come home, you try to catch a quick break. If you have kids, you're probably taking them around to their activities in the evening, and then you get off of that and you come home and you do your nighttime routine, and now it's back to the same thing. Rinse and repeat every single day for the rest of your life. Very often, we're so busy serving everybody else, we don't even exercise creative freedom over our own lives and even entertain our own aspirations. I feel like YouTube helps you to do that and forces you to do that, because being in the content creation space doesn't just start and stop here at the camera. Now, rather than having it be this passive thing that you can daydream about when you have a free moment, you want to share that with your community. And so now you're finding the opportunities in the day to sit down and actually think through how to implement change into your day-to-day. Thinking through how do you actually get closer to becoming the person that you want to be. So I think starting a YouTube channel gives you the perfect excuse to reinvest time into yourself. And that way you don't have to sit back and dream anymore. You can figure out, how do you get closer to having that ideal routine that moves you in the direction of being able to enjoy life. And what a better way than to not only enjoy life on your own terms, but to be able to share that experience with other people who eventually will come to not only love you, but cheer for you. Imagine being rewarded for just being you. No better way to live life, man. I hope I get to experience it. So that's it. I'm practicing brevity. Hopefully this video wasn't too long, but those are 5 reasons why I feel like you should start a YouTube channel. If you're even on the fence, get off of the fence. Just create content because you know you want to do it. You've been thinking about it for a long time now. I've been thinking about it for a long time. And here I am in all my glory and all my 35 subscribers, which, by the way, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for watching these videos and for rocking along with me as I stumble and slug my way through the process. Because it's not about me, it's about you, it's about us, it's about winning in life, about having freedom, about being able to reclaim some of your time, reclaim some of your energy, and potentially pad the stats. And by stats, I mean your pockets, because inflation is real. We're all struggling to get by. So if you get monetized, kudos to you for being able to provide a better quality of life for yourself and your family. You have nothing to lose. So all you have to do is register the channel, get your camera of choice, and hit the record button. It's simple. That's all I got for y'all, man. I love y'all. Hopefully you're taking care of yourself. And until the next time we speak, stay blessed. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.